Good morning, students. Today, let us continue with English 2 lesson Kindness Repaid in Gold. Open page number 50. Understanding the text. A. Choose the correct words from the brackets. First, the old man and his wife lived in a small village in Japan or India. So, where the old man and his wife lived? They lived in a small village in Japan. So, the answer is Japan. Second, while washing clothes, the old woman saw a pup or cub. When she was washing clothes, what she saw in the river? Yes, it is a pup. She saw a pup. Third, Ken had a shining collar around his neck, black or red. So which color did Ken had around his neck? Red. It was red. Fourth, the neighbors were very unkind to the pup. How was the neighbors? How they were treating Ken? They were treating him very unkind. The answer is unkind. Fifth, Ken began to bark under an apple or oak tree. Which tree he was standing and he was barking? It is oak tree. Answer is oak. Sixth, the old man uncovered gold bricks or creepy crawls. So how the old man uncovered? What it was? It was gold bricks. Answer is gold bricks. Now let us move on to playing with the words, page number 51. A. Solve the crosswords with the given clues. Hint. All the words are from the story. Students, the words which they have given here, they are in the stories. So read the story carefully and fill in these crosswords. I hope you can do it. A cross. Third, a baby dog. Fifth, unkind person. Seventh, wood used for fuel. Down. First, another word for nearing. Second, a tool used for digging. Fourth, one living next door. Sixth, one who wants more and more. Eighth, opposite of like. Students, I have given you the answers for crosswords. If you want, you can refer. B. Main. Find the meanings of these words from the dictionary and then use them in the sentences of your own. First, whimpered. Second, twigs. Third, glittering. Fourth, astonishment. Fifth, instead. Students, find these words meanings from dictionary and make your own sentence. Write these meanings and sentences in your classwork book. Next, a phrasal verb is a phrase that has a verb and a preposition, or a verb and an adverb. It has a meaning different from the original verb. What is phrasal verb? It is a combination of 2 or 3 words which consist of preposition, verb and an adverb. The meaning of the sentence will change. For example, to get together means to meet. We are going to meet each other. Call off. Call off means to cancel. Cancel the meeting. Next, seamen. Fill in the blanks with the phrasal verbs given in the box. Here they have given you phrasal verbs. You have to write these in a correct blanks, or you have to fill it in the blanks. First one, the young lady had a tough time trying to dash her 4 children. Can you guess the answer, student? Okay, the answer is bring up. The young lady had a tough time trying to bring up her 4 children. Next, second, you should dash your old clothes to the needy. What you should do your old clothes? Can you guess? give away. Yes, you should give away your old clothes to the needy. Third, just as we dashed the train, it started moving. When we got into the train, it started moving. So the answer is, just as we got into the train, it started moving. Fourth, my father said he is going to dash a new assignment. What father said? He is going to take up a new assignment. So the answer is take up. My father said he is going to take up a new assignment. Fifth, my mother asked me to dash from bad company. What mother asked? To stay away from bad company, right? So the answer is keep away. My mother asked me to keep away from bad company. Sixth, you must dash your toys once you finish playing. Yes, students, what you all will do after playing? You should keep the toys in the box or at their place, right? So the answer is, you must put away your toys once you finish playing. Put away is the answer. Next, learning the language. A. Fill in the blanks with a, an, or the. Use wrong mark wherever they are not required. Students, a, an, or the are the articles. We have to use these articles in the sentences and use wrong mark or into mark wherever not required. Before going to these sentences, let me explain you about articles a, an, or the. An comes before vowels. Vowels are nothing but a, e, I, o, u. A comes for countable and indefinite things. The comes for definite things. Definite means particular things. First, she always eats dash omelette and drinks dash glass of milk for breakfast. Here, she always eats an omelette and drinks a glass of milk for breakfast. We are using an because omelette. O, it is an oval. A, because it is a countable. A glass of milk, one glass of milk. Second, dash unicorn is dash mythical beast with dash horn on its forehead. The unicorn is a mythical beast with a horn on its forehead. The we used because it is a definite. Unicorn, a horse, and we are using a because it is a single horn. Third, I met dash postman on dash way to school. Dash postman was looking for an address. I met a postman on the way to school. Here, students, after full stop, we have to start the sentence with capital letter. So, the T will be capital letter. The postman was looking for an address. Here, a is used because I met one postman. The is used because definite way to school. The is used because the same postman we are meeting again. So, we are particular about the postman. Fourth, though he is dash European, he loves our culture. Though he is an European, he loves our culture. Here we used an because European, it is E. E is an oval. Next, fifth, do you like dash butter or dash jam on dash piece of dash bread. Here students, do you like? You have to write into mark because the sentence is correct. Do you like butter? So we are not using any article. Or dash jam. Here butter or jam is a correct sentence. So in that we are using into mark. Next, on dash piece of, on a piece of. Here we are using a because it is only one single piece of bread, only one piece. So next, piece of bread. In this we are again using into mark because it is correct, single piece of bread. Next, sixth one, he was dash fastest runner in dash whole dash world. He was the fastest runner in the whole, then we are using into mark, whole into mark world. Here we are used the because we are talking about a particular person who runs very fast in the whole world. Students, I hope you understood these sentences. Please follow the
rules.
Next, listening. A. Your teacher is going to read a passage. Listen to the passage carefully and then fill in the blanks. Students, I will read the passage. Listen carefully. Once, a king's army was going back after a battle. Their food supplies got finished. The king asked his soldiers to go to a nearby village and get the grains. Some soldiers and their commanders entered the village and met a farmer. The commander asked him, "Dear farmer, can you lead us to this village's largest field?" He took them to a large field. The commander ordered his soldiers cut and collect all the grains. At this, the farmer got scared. He said, "Sir, come, I will show you another field." The soldiers went with him to a small field. They collected the grains from that field. The commander asked the farmer why he led them to this field. The farmer replied, "That field belongs to someone else. How could I let you destroy it? This is my field and here I can allow you to do what I wish." The king learnt of the farmer's kind concern for others and paid him handsomely for his grains. So what happened? King's army, after the battle, they did not had any food with them. All the food was finished. So what the king asked to his soldiers, he said, "Go to nearby village and get some food for us." So some soldiers and the commander went to village. There what happened? They met a farmer. So the commander asked to the farmer, "Can you take us to any field where there is lot of grains?" So the farmer said, "Oh sure, come, let us go." And he took him to a big field. There the soldiers and the commander cut all the grains and collected them. Then the farmer got scared. The farmer said, "Sir, come, I will show you one more field." And he took him to the small field. There again they cut all the grains and gathered them. The commander asked the farmer, "Why did you bring us to this small field?" Then the farmer said, "This belongs to me. That field was someone else. So I don't want someone else's field to be destroyed. This belongs to me, so I can do whatever I wish." So the king learnt that the farmer was very kind-hearted, and for his kind-hearted, the king gave money for his grains. Now let us start with the fill in the blanks. First one, the king's army was going back after a dash. battle. Second, the soldiers were asked to go to the village to get dash grains. Third, as they entered the village, they met a dash farmer. Fourth, the farmer did not allow the soldiers to cut grains from the dash field as it didn't belong to dash. The farmer did not allow the soldiers to cut grains from the large field as it didn't belong to him. Fifth, the soldiers were allowed to cut grains from dash field, from small field. Sixth, the farmer's dash concern for dash made the king happy. The farmer's kind concern for others made the king happy. Dear students, this is the end of the chapter. Thank you.